Hello beautiful people, welcome to Kate's Space. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs and I am here to show you my latest design team project for Poole Designs. I have had this wee book cover for quite some time. I think it's one I found actually in Melbourne when David and I went on holiday a long time ago, and just at the real start of sort of my junk journaling journey, so probably 3 or 4 years ago anyway, and it's been sitting there, and the spine was cracked and I didn't really know what to do with it, so I have replaced the spine with a fabric spine, well, fabric covered spine, and yeah, just built a journal out of it because I just think it's a beautiful cover. I've done nothing to it except give it a spray with some acrylic sealer to protect it a little bit. And yeah, in here it's tied up with sari silk, as you can see, and in here I've put a wee flower. I don't know how long that'll last, but I've put it in because it's cute. I don't know even if you can see it, but I'll just zoom in on it. It's just a little forget-me-not that I've popped in there, but it's just glued in with a bit of glue, so you could actually take that out. Someone could put something else in there, but anyway, I thought it was cute. I've had this little charm for absolutely ages, so yay to using that. Right, so it's just connected with a little bowl pin, so pop it up there. Right, let's have a look inside. It's just a little book, but I have jam-packed it full. Probably a little bit too full. There's not too much pressure on the spine, and it won't. I mean, it's not going to break or anything, but yeah, it probably needs a little bit of an empty out. But I wanted to put lots of stuff in there. I kept making stuff. So, the details, 5 signatures. I don't know how many pages, to be honest with you. And yeah, about 1.5 inch spine-ish. So there we go. So the digitals I've mostly used in this journal are the Botanist and Botanist tags and labels. I have used others, and if you see one and you want to know where it's from, I mean, I think all except one digital are from Poole, basically, so you'll find them there. And I'll link her shop, and I'll also link all the other design team members and their channels below, so you can go and have a look at their projects as well. So there's a little tag here, as you can see, a little bit of ephemera to pop in there from 1880 something, and another tag here with some embossed paper on the back. You could flatten that out and write on it. This is a book page with some texture paste. So this is obviously from the Botanist tags, and this is from the labels. This is from the Botanist tags. I've just cut the tag shape off the top, and I've put that on some watercolor paper, and it's got just a little bit of embossing here. I was just seeing what that looked like. You can't really see it that well, but music manuscript. It's an old book page here that I've stamped on with a Botanical stamp. It's quite old, and I've repaired it up at the top here with some washi tape that I had. This is from one of Poole's kits, but I don't know which one. I actually printed the letter out, this, or the ledger or whatever, and then I wanted to back it, and I couldn't find anything really to back it with, but then I thought, oh, I'll back it with this letter. So, but I don't know where they're from, but if you want to know, let me know, and I'll work my way through the kits and find out. So yeah, I just hooked that over there to help strengthen that page. And this is one of the pages from the kit with some, there's a tag and a piece of handmade paper that's been embossed, and that is from Lily, lovely Lily, who lives in New Zealand and makes her own paper, and she sent me some, which is so kind. Thanks, Lily. I will link her Instagram below. This here is from one of the tags. Oh no, it's not. It's from one of the floral cards, and I've fussy cut it and put it on one of the library cards. This is fussy cut from one of the Botanist tags. This is a very old front page of a Girl's Own Annual from the late 1800s. A little bit of collage with a hydrangea flower that I pressed, and again this is a fussy cut from one of the Botanist tags. A journaling spot, and that is backed, or it's stuck onto the index of an very old botany book. Little kind of collection of things in this little spot, a little tag and some cigarette cards, vintage ones. Little tuck spot here, and I've just slipped some tea stained book page in there, and that is the Observer's Book of Wild Flowers, and again that's that book page, glossary of botanical terms. I used an old envelope here and turned it into a bit of a flip, and in there is a piece of old New Zealand ephemera from 1902. This is a pocket here. I haven't put anything in it. It was just, the whole thing was getting too fat. So it can be used as a tuck spot or a pocket, or it can be written on. Another page from the Botanist kit. And one of the old little wallpaper on the back. Some 1940s, I don't know what you'd call this, invoices. And they're sort of double, they come as a pair, so I always put them both in, or generally put them both in. Some old music, spring song. This has a bit of a spring summer vibe, well I hope it does. Some more from the kit, some Edith Holden. This is a beautiful stamp that my friend Barb has, and when I was up there having a little bit of a crafty weekend, I just grabbed a whole lot of paper and just stamped and stamped and stamped, and I just love this image. It's a beautiful stamp. And on this side, because this paper I think had got a bit damaged being tea stained, I've just put this old piece of paper on here because I love it. I love this sort of decoration. It's really old, and I've left it as is. You could put something in there, or you could collage on it, or you could put some paper in here and write in it. So anyway, it's just an added spot. I hand sewed this embroidered linen in, and this is one of the tags from the kit that I've just backed onto some very old book page. A beautiful Redoute rose here, and the other side of that vintage linen. And this book is the Observer's Book of Butterflies, so just tuck that in there. I tried to put in some relevant sort of botanical book pages because they're kind of flat and they don't take up too much space. Little tuck spot here. This is from a different kit of Sam Poole's, and this is part of a very old 1800s birthday book and from a vintage Observer's Book of bird eggs or eggs. So that tucks in there. Another page from the kit, and it's backed with a, I've printed it like a plain vintage paper on the back. Love this little image. And this is the book, this is the very old Shakespeare's birthday book. So this says summer, the front bit says spring. I've sewn in as a page this lovely embroidered handkerchief, and I have turned this into a pocket. I haven't put anything in there because it kind of sags down, but what I've done is I've pinned some of the fabric that is on the spine onto it with a very old rusty one of those pins. In this pocket I have put a very old photograph. It's a copy of one of mine and a card that I've made. I've stamped this old Italian book page. Attached to this page is one of Sam's digitals, which I've printed on the back, just an old book page, and I've just used that, some extra space or something to cut up. Use as something to collage with. So one of the library cards that I recently sold some of it with just a very simple piece of book page and a sticker on it, and that's some of my eco dyed paper. And a lovely centre fold is one of Sam's digitals, and I've just left that as is. One of Sam's French wage envelopes. So I've printed that out, and inside I've put a New Zealand check, not French, and a little old-fashioned receipt from an old receipt book that my sister actually gave me those. My sister Jo from Little Crumpled Suitcase. And I've just stamped and then put this old paper on the front. Another little pocket and an old envelope from 1937. And in here I've put a faux cabinet card that I have created, and I'm pretty sure it's not Sam's, might be one of mine. I'm not sure, to be honest, but it's a copy of one of mine, or it's a digital. I don't know whose it is, if it's a digital. Some more of the Observers, but this is the Observer's Book of Birds, and that's just tucked in that pocket because it's not too heavy. This is something from a book, and I've left it as is. The only hunger of our souls is for dreams and flowers. And it's got that beautiful image here on the back. Another one of Sam's digitals, not from the Botanist. Can't remember where that one's from. Some old French ledger. Music manuscript. Some washi and some beautiful embossed paper. This is from I'm pretty sure this is from the Botanist kit. Might not be actually. No, I don't think it is. Some book page. And that's the centre of this signature. And this is one of Sam's, and I've just done a bit of a collage on that page. Some more stamping. So that's the other side of the French ledger with the one of my botanical stamps on there. This is from one of the Botanist tags and labels tags. Some old book page from a very old botany book. A little bit of collage there just with a doily and some embossed paper. An old postcard. Beautiful ivy covered house. Nothing on the back. Pretty sure this is from the Botanist, and the backing is as well. From the old botany book, The Vegetable World, which is the one I made a journal out of a while ago. And in the centre here is The Last Rose of Summer music. And I've done my rose stamps on here. Again, another one of the old book pages from the vegetable world, and I've put this book page, which is from a vintage, obviously, botanical floral book, and another postcard on this side, which was, I'm not sure, it might be from Holland or Germany. A little dried hydrangea that's been put into one of these little coin holder things and stamped. The other side of that, and this is the other part, another tag from the Botanist tags and labels. This is another card from the Floral Cards, and I've just sewn a little bit of dry embossed, well, it might be butter paper, that one, and a bit of lace on there, and it opens at the back because it's just on some old book page. An old bit of ledger from, oh, I thought I had the date on it, maybe not, 1909 or 1906 anyway, and an old airmail letter from 1948, and some very old newspaper. So this is something I had left over. This was given to me and I used it in the Gardener's Assistant's book, and I've just stamped it here, and I've included that just for someone to play with. Oops, skating around. And the last page, I've just done a little bit of collaging here, and there's a lace pocket on the back. There's this beautiful image which is from the kit, the Botanist kit, and this is one of my envelopes that I'm trying to slowly get part with these as I can. So this envelope is from the 100-day project that I did a few years ago. Whoops, and I've put some goodies in here. A little envelope with New Zealand stamps in it, and I'm just adding to this because I had these things here too. A couple of the labels from the kit, some old tickets. Whoop. I'm all butterfingers today. And some old Victorian swaps or scraps. That one's a bit faded, but I've popped it in anyway. Another old ticket. So yeah, they're all in there just for someone to play with. And that envelope's made out of some Edith Holden paper, and then obviously it's collaged on the back. And this beautiful lace pocket. And that is the end of that book. So yeah, she's pretty fat, but again, you can take things out. There's a decent amount of writing space actually. I mean, some of it's covered up by some of the things that I've folded around the pages, but it would make a good little writing journal, I think. It's a nice little size, and this will be in my Etsy shop. If you're watching this, it will be in my Etsy shop as we speak. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Go over to Sam Poole Designs, her Etsy shop, which I will link below, and have a look at some of her digitals. They're really beautiful, and I've really enjoyed making this little journal. I hope you like it, and yeah, take care, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.